Welcome back to Module 2, Get Confident. Today we are talking about how to fill your cup for confidence and how to remove shame and guilt. Shame and guilt are a major part of most women's lives these days. We walk around with so much shame and so much pain that we're not a certain place, that we aren't where we should be, that we should be doing better, and we just guilt the heck out of ourselves, telling ourselves that there's more that we could be doing, when in reality, you're doing a great job already. Like, you are enough. You are totally worthy. You're amazing. And by doing these other things, like thoughts of shame and guilt, we're just we're pulling ourselves right out of that good place. And that good place is the sweet spot where you want to make healthy choices and you want to go be active, or you want to be fit and healthy. You feel so good that you just want to keep getting better. And this is what I call having a full cup. When your cup is completely full, you have so much more to go around. You can give to others. But most people operate on, I should give to others before I take care of myself. And you just give. And that's the quickest way to get an empty cup. When your cup is empty, that is when you got nothing left to give. And you feel like, honestly, you have nothing left to give, but somehow you find a way to keep giving more. And as you give more, you just keep running it more and more empty, which is not good. And when you're at that place, I think we can all agree that finding the motivation to do a workout or finding the motivation to make healthy food choices is just not there. And this is another foundational key to the success of having a healthy body for a lifetime that's effortless. So when having a healthy body it becomes something that takes a lot of effort, that is when you are fully on an empty cup. You just don't have the energy to, and you got to make yourself go, or you should go. And remember in Module 1 how we talked about removing should from your vocabulary. No more shoulds. You just get to, and you want to, and it's a blessing. So just take all of those things as an indicator, another bing, 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 another sign. The lights go off when you feel like you should do something or you need to, that your cup is empty. Because when your cup is full, you're going to feel like, yes, okay, cool, can't wait to go for a walk, or can't wait to get outside, can't wait to try out this new workout, can't wait to move my body, can't wait to eat something that's going to be so nourishing that it makes me feel even better. That's a full cup. So ways to fill your cup, I have some questions for you. So today, I'm gonna make sure that you get out your journal, your notebook, whatever you wanna call it, and your pen, because we're gonna be doing some writing. We're gonna get down to the bottom of this, and we're gonna figure out why you may be feeling like your cup could be empty, or how to fill your cup back up. So when your cup is completely full, that is when you are at your best. This is your peak state, and you're gonna notice miraculous things happen in this state. So you're gonna start to see that you are so much more valuable than you ever gave yourself credit for, and that you deserve the best, and great things can happen for you and will happen for you all day long, every day. So let's start to get into these questions. First question is, what do you do in your life that makes you feel most aligned? This is the thing that makes you feel amazing. Like, here's another way of phrasing it. What's a thing in your life that makes you feel most beautiful? What do you feel beautiful doing? Write down any and all answers to this. You might come up with one, you might come up with many things, but write them down. The thing that makes you feel aligned, the thing that makes you feel super, super beautiful. That's what I want to know. So write that down, and then pause me, and then we'll get into the next question. So this is along the same lines. If you haven't written this down already, it's, what do you do in your life that makes you feel the most beautiful? It's just another way of saying what we said before, but it's going to bring up new questions. And before we even move forward any more than this, I want to remind you that if you've already done this, or if you've heard these questions or you answered this before, to just say, how could this work for me? How can I fully engage in this exercise? Because even if you've done it before, you're in a different place in your life now, and new things will start to come up. So Fully pour yourself into this, give yourself all the way, and don't allow yourself to just say, I've already done that, I'm gonna pass. Don't pass on anything here. Give yourself the opportunity to write more. There's always hidden gems, hidden treasures within these writing exercises. I've done these so many times, and I'm telling you that every time I do them, they're more powerful. Okay, so next question. Do you feel like you give yourself enough attention? Pause me, write that down. Next question is, do you take enough time for yourself? Pause me again, fully write. Let the pen go crazy. Next question, if you answered yes, is why don't you take enough time for yourself? I would love to hear the answer to this, so make sure you post this on the Facebook page. When I was a kid, I remember playing outside on my bike with the other neighborhood kids, and we would just be riding around outside for hours after school. I remember my mom would call me and she'd be like, Steph, it's time for dinner, come on inside. And I would always be like, 5 more minutes. I just want to be out here longer, play with my friends. And I tried to prolong it as much as I possibly could. That was me being in my flow state. That was me being in alignment with myself and my cup being completely full. When I was playing outside, cup was full. And dinner didn't even matter. Like, food did not even matter. Think about yourself these days. Like, a lot of times most people are so consumed with food that it's like its own event, which can be a good thing, but for the most part it's not. You know, when your whole life is just centered around when you're gonna eat next, that's when your food has become hyper-focused and you're looking for it for fulfillment, when you should be hyper-focused around how fulfilling your day is, how fulfilling your life is. So being outside and playing. I know a lot of people who do extreme sports, and this is such a great just vision of how this concept works. Like, when they're outside, when they're doing, like, when they're jumping out of a plane, or when they're like flying in their little I can't even remember the thing, the parachute, when they're just doing all these like crazy extreme things, even something like surfing or snowboarding, they're right there. They're having so much fun. They're feeling so alive. They're feeling so fulfilled that they can't think of anything else. For some people, this is singing. For some people, this is dancing. For some people, this is painting. And for some people, it's having conversations or helping others. It puts you into your flow state where you are full. Your cup is so full. So I want you to think of those activities for yourself, what you have right now that fills your cup like that and fills it completely, where you just feel beautiful and you just feel aligned and you just feel good. I want you to think about that. What is the thing that you're doing where you're like, 5 more minutes? Like, you just want to like prolong everything else so you can just keep doing it. It just puts you into such a good place. That's the state of joy that your whole life should be in. And we're going to work towards getting you even closer there. There's other courses that I'll be providing that will give you the ability to dive deeper into that in other areas of your life, like your career and your finances and your relationships. This one is mostly centered on shifting your body, but this is so big. Can you tell how big this is? This is like everything. To spend your life in a fulfilling zone of 5 more minutes because you're so alive and you're so aligned, this is where you want to be. You want to be in a space where you are just there. And when you're in that space, food's not going to matter. Like, nothing is going to like shift you, and you're going to want to keep feeling better. When you feel that good, you just want to keep feeling better. Instead of when you feel bad, you just want to keep feeling bad and keep prolonging it. It's like a state that your mind goes into. You want to just be like, I'm fulfilled in my life. I want my body to be up to speed with me because I'm having so much fun that I just want to get there. And I remember seeing this concept for myself, like seeing it in other people and feeling in my heart that I didn't have that. And I wanted it, but I didn't know what it was, so it was somewhat frustrating to me. So I know that there may be some people that are watching this video right now who feel that way. They're just like, that sounds amazing, and I want to be super fulfilled with my life so much of the time, but blah, blah, blah. And remember, we were going to remove the word but, and we're going to add and. So, and you get to learn how to do what you love more, and you get to learn what it is that you love most. So this extra bonus question is going to be for the people who aren't certain what it is that brings them that kind of joy. So your question is going to be, what do you feel could bring you great joy? What is the one thing that your intuition points out to you that your heart always says, I kind of want to do that, or whatever, and you just put it off? Or like, I really find joy in that, but that could never be my career, or that could never be my life, or that could never be my hobby. Whatever it is, remember that you have no limits. We're not limiting you with anything anymore. Like from module 1 all the way for the rest of your life, we're going to take all the limits off of you. There are no limits. You can have whatever you want with enough practice. You can do anything in this world. There's nothing that's off limits for you. So just know that right now, and know that if it brings you great joy, you should be doing it. That's your intuition, your heart telling you you should do more of that, because there's opportunities and success and great joy that will come from you following through with that, even if it makes no sense. It's just your heart telling you you need to take action on that. You need to move forward on it. So these are my tips for you today. Make sure you're answering those questions as fully as possible. I want to hear from you, so make sure you write on the Facebook page and let me know how this exercise was for you, and what you got out of it, and what your biggest takeaway was. And I am just so proud of you. Keep it up. The next couple videos in this module are going to be very, very powerful. So make sure you give yourself some time alone where you can fill this out with your pen and your notebook and just your heart. I really want you to get into this because it can be very transformative. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I'll see you there.